Today we're going to be doing a poem called The Spring Showers. Pitter patter, drip, drip, drop. The rain came down like someone drinking out a mop. Pitter patter, splish, splish, splash. We heard thunder and lightning, a boom and a crash. Pitter patter, clip, clop, clop. We sloshed through the squishy mud until the last drop. Pitter patter, where did you go? The sun was shining so bright, it made a big rainbow. Happy spring!
Ready, set,
Action!
Good morning, boys and girls. Monaco's third graders from Miss Lopez's class will be performing the play Jack and the Beanstalk Trap. We hope you enjoy our play. And these are our cast of characters.
Hello, my name is Axel and I'm going to be playing the part of Judge. Order! Order in the court!
I'll have one large pepperoni pizza to go.
I don't mean that kind of order.
Hello, my name is Angel Reels and I'm going to be playing the part of host. I'll have one large pepperoni pizza to go.
Hello, my name is Philip. I'm going to be playing the part. Hello, my name is Philip. I'm going to be playing the part of Mr. Jello Giant. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Hello, my name is Curly and I'm going to be playing the part of prosecutor. Jack is accused of stealing.
Hi, my name is Alexa Espinosa, and I will be playing the part of defense attorney. The witness is still rhyming, and it's getting worse.
Hello, my name is Alexa Zermeno and I'll be playing the part of Mrs. Giant. Throw the book at him, Judge!
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Halcyon, and I'll be playing the part of Jack. You two are such liars. No, we're not.
Hi, boys and girls. My name is Diego and I'll be playing the part of clerk. How did Jack get to the giant's castle?
Hello, boys and girls. My name is Aaliyah, and I am going to be playing the beginning part of Jack and Jack's mother. I hate to say it, but Jack's guilty.
Hello, my name is Roberto and I'll be playing the part of Pink Guy. Want some extra beans? Once upon a time, in a courtroom far, far away.
Order in the court! I'll have one large pepperoni pizza to go. I love pizza.
I don't mean that kind of order. I mean quiet, respect, consideration for the rights of others. That kind of thing. Now the case before us has been brought by General John against Jack on the charge of stealing. I call Mr. John to the stand. Please tell us what Jack did to you. He broke my nose. He broke my knee. I have two black eyes I can hardly see. My mouth so sore I can hardly talk. Ever since he chopped down that big beanstalk. Why are you rhyming, Mr. John? This is a nursery rhyme. And I fell, I also broke my funny bone. Sometimes things just come out in rhyme. Well, please don't rhyme in my courtroom.
Mr. Jack is accused of stealing. Are you saying he also did all of this to you?
Jack came and stole my gold. Then he came back in again to steal my cigar and my gold egg-laying hand. I object. The witness is still rhyming and it's getting worse. Worse. No more rhyming, Mr. Giant. Am I clear? Yes, Judge, I can hear. The fall didn't hurt my ears.
Stop picking on my poor husband. What are you going to do about Jack and the things he stole? Throw the book at him, Judge.
I object. What are you objecting to now? It's dangerous to throw things.
That's just an expression meaning we should put Jack in jail and throw the key away.
I object. Now the prosecutor's throwing things too. Go on, Mrs. Judge. Just don't throw a fit.
He looked lost and hungry, so I invited him in, gave him a snack, and even had our harp sing for him. Then as soon as my husband Gerald came home, Jack ran off with our stuff.
I chased him out of the room and out to the yard. I chased him down the beanstalk. We were running really hard, but he got down first and chopped the beanstalk flat. So down and down I landed with a splat.
Splat? Are you allowed to say splat in court?
I don't like slang in my courtroom either, but we're here to find out the truth. Now what do you have to say about this, Jack? It's a very dangerous thing to make someone go splat.
It's not true, Judge. He may have gone crash, he may have gone bang, he may have even gone kaboom. But I definitely did not hear him go splat.
That's ridiculous. I heard splat all the way up in the castle.
It was a splat and that's that.
Running alert! Running alert!
Order in the court, I say. Is it time to order pizza now? Enough about pizza and enough about splat. Prosecutor, do you have any other witness?
Yes, Judge. I call the clerk for Max Depot. Now, Mr. Clerk.
You didn't ask if I promised to tell the truth. I hope you did nothing but the truth.
Sorry about that. Well, do you?
Of course. What a silly question.
Now, do you know Jack?
Yes, he came to Axe Depot a couple of weeks ago with the biggest bag of gold I'd ever seen.
That was our retirement money.
What did Jack want?
The fanciest, most expensive axe in the world. He bought the beanstalk trap for $3,000. It took the whole bag of gold to buy it too.
Do you still have the gold?
Are you kidding? I spent it on this new gingerbread selling for my house. They say it's great for keeping out big bad wolves, but it seems to attract kids named Hansel and Gretel.
Thank you, Clerk. For my next witness, I call the host of the Little Woodline Cottage Shopping Network. Now, do you know the defendant, Jack?
No, but I know his mother last week. She called the network and bid on the most expensive gown in the world. She wanted to wear it to some fancy ball that Prince Charming was throwing.
They're throwing things again.
Go on, please.
Well, she didn't have any money, but she claimed that she had a hen that laid golden eggs.
Did you take her hen for the gown?
I may be a fairy tale character, but I wasn't reading yesterday. Who wouldn't take a hen that lays golden eggs for a dress?
When is it my turn to cross-examine the witness?
Okay, go ahead.
Thanks. Did Jack's mother say where the hen came from?
Not exactly, but we know all the story, right?
Don't assume we know the truth just because someone else told you. That's why we're having this trial. Maybe Jack's mother raised the hen herself. If Jack can throw beanstalks that reach into the clouds, why not hens that lay golden eggs?
She told me her son stole it from a giant.
I said he got it from some giant. That's not the same thing.
Stole it or got it. It's still my hand and he better give it back to me again.
He's running again, Judge.
Order in the court and not one word about pizza. Defense attorney, call your witness.
It's about time I caught Jack. Do you promise to tell the truth?
The whole truth?
Of course the whole truth.
Could it be mostly the truth?
No, it has to be the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
You're making this really hard, you know.
Just tell us what happened.
It all started when I took Milky White to the market.
Who's Milky White?
He's my cow. Or at least he was my cow. My mother sent me into town to sell him.
Her! I told you to sell her. Milk comes from girl cows. Look, Judge, we called her Milky White because she was milky on the outside, but she hadn't been milky on the inside for a long time. We were broke. We had to sell her.
Anyway, I was on my way to the market when this mysterious man came out of the shadows.
A mysterious man? I hope you don't expect us to believe that.
He had a hat on and didn't say a word to me, all right?
That sounds pretty mysterious to me.
Anyway, he took Milky White and gave me 5 beans for him.
Her! Milky White's a her. Anyhow, did I tell you to sell the beans for a cat? The cow for beans? Who sells the cows for beans?
But Ma, I told her
lad who had gotten lost and climbed up the beanstalk. She fixed me a big plate of food. I mean a big plate of food. Then all of a sudden, Mr. Giant appeared and went all fee-fi-fo-fum on me.
Fee-fi-fo-fum? What do you mean he went all fee-fi-fo-fum on you?
He started yelling, fee-fi-fo-fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman. I'm not English. I don't even know what an Englishman smells like. But I wasn't taking any chances.
Gerald is always fee-fi-fumming, Judge. He doesn't mean anything by it.
So what did you do? I'm sorry for interrupting, Judge, but this is getting interesting.
I ran as fast as I could. Then I jumped on the beanstalk and climbed down. I'm quite nimble and quick, you know. You should see me jump over a candlestick.
But in all this running, I say you still had time to stop to steal the bag of gold.
That's an excellent point. So, Jack, which were you? Frightened or greedy? Oh, Judge. Here I was in this huge house with beautiful things everywhere. And we were so poor, I just sold our only cow for 5 beans for Pete's sake. I thought, who's going to miss one little bag of gold?
Wait, so you just ran the bag of gold and ran? He's guilty, Judge. He just admitted it.
He didn't mean it, Judge. He didn't know what he was doing.
He's guilty!
He's guilty! Now you listen, Jack. Did you steal all those things from Mr. and Mrs. Giant? Yes or no?
Yes, I did, all right.
And did you jump down the beanstalk?
With my husband on it.
Yes, I admit I was wrong and I'll take the blame. But I don't think it's all my fault. I didn't ask for magic beans. I didn't ask for a beanstalk to grow to the giant's yard. What about the guy with the beans? Isn't he responsible for what happened too? Who is that guy with the beans anyway?
The name is Big Guy.
Big Guy?
Yes, Big Guy. I'm trying from fairy tale to fairy tale giving people magic beans.
I've never heard of you before.
That's because it's my first fairy tale. After this, they come and scheduled for a fairy tale tour. I do the Prince and the Pea next.
I don't get it. Why give me magic beans?
To teach you a lesson. Of course. Fairy tales are about teaching people lessons for start. Jack, you are being irresponsible.
Irresponsible? How?
Your mother told you to go into town and sell your cow, but you saw her to be the first person you met her. You're lucky you got beans for her. And did anyone ever warn you about talking to strangers?
Wow, you're right. I could have gotten into even worse trouble. How can I ever thank you?
Now that you mention it, I could use some help in my bee laboratory. I'm working on a bee that puts beautiful girls to sleep for 100 years.
What about our harp, our hen, and our gold? That was our saving from when we're old, and now we don't have it no more. Mr. Giant is right, even if his rhymes are afraid. You're going to have to work off your debt to Mr. and Mrs. Giant first. Hooray!
You can clean the giant house. And wash our giant floors. Then sing like a harp for the supper.
And oil our squeaky doors.
Bingo! Was this your idea all along?
You know when Cinderella has her fairy godmother with Jack, you have Big Guy.
Cinderella went to the princess' ball.
And you got to go to the giant's castle. Maybe you think about the consequences of your actions before taking something that doesn't belong to you. Mr. Giant, are you satisfied with this decision?
Absolutely, Mr. Bean Guy. Hey, I didn't run that time. I cared. That concludes our case. I have just one more thing to say. Order the court.
A large pepperoni pizza to go.
Now let's go buy the pizza.
Pizza! Pizza! Pizza!
Order. Order. Here comes just. Here comes
I learned that prosecutor is always a person that wants to send a person to jail, and defense attorney is the one that wants that person is the one that is protecting the other person, and the prosecutor technically is the enemy of defense attorney, and the judge is the one that takes all the decisions. So whoever gives more details and tells why the other person should go to jail or to break off their debt or something like that, sure, he's the one that takes the final decision. Something I learned is how when you're in a courtroom, not only is it just you, prosecutor, defense, and judge, but it's everyone in the trial. It's everyone, it's the witnesses. It's how a courtroom would really work if you were in a real courtroom. I learned how things work in a courtroom and the way a defense attorney and a prosecutor is on different sides of each other, born enemies, in other words. I learned that defense attorney is an enemy to prosecutor because prosecutor is trying to put Jack or somebody else in jail, and defense attorney is trying to keep Jack or somebody from going to jail.
The courtroom, when you go to the courtroom is about settle things out. Like, for example, in the play, Jack stole some things from the Mr. and Mrs. Giant, and when we were doing the play, we were trying to settle that out.
A lot of plays during the year. So one of the things that all of these plays are teaching us is in fairy tales, we were learning about fairy tales, and it's teaching us about all of the elements of a fairy tale. And it's teaching us about nonfiction, but there's realistic fiction that can be in that fairy tale as well. But we have done fairy tales. It's really teaching civics, it's teaching reading comprehension, it's teaching expression, it's teaching fluency, it's teaching them elements of that courtroom, which many of them did not know in the beginning. So to do this play really helped a lot of them by saying, well, if I go into a courtroom, I cannot dress in my t-shirt, I can't wear jeans. There were many different elements of the Common Core standards that it taught my class. But the main thing that we wanted to walk away with from this was that they could read, and they can be expressive, and they can have a love and a passion for reading. And so it was sort of walking away from that, from always doing the testing that they do so much of the time, and taking a piece that they could really just take a look at and say, you know what, I can have a fun thing to do in the classroom that is something that I can show expression with, I can show fluency, but I can also give comprehension. And if my teacher asks me many questions about the courtroom or about what the play's about, what the setting, where the setting is, who the characters are, what these characters do, they're answering a lot of these questions. So even though I've been using Reader's Theater for many years in my classroom, this year we have a new curriculum, which is Benchmark. And Benchmark has Reader's Theater in there, and the third week we always get to do Reader's Theater, which my class thoroughly enjoys. But the Reader's Theater really does give them a passion to do something different, to show their talent, to show expression, to show fluency, and they build comprehension because they have to practice it over and over. So there's lots of questions that we do ask each other after we do the play.
Reader's Theater has helped me because at the beginning of the year, I was only at 4th grade level. And with fluency and understanding things more, I've gone to 5th grade level already. We love Reader's